Hi everyone, Dredgen here, and today we'll be taking a look at the GMMK EYEZ mechanical keyboard. Before we start, at the time of publishing this video, this keyboard is currently not available. The one that I have is a part of a limited production run that was done in July. This will become available by fall of 2020. As for pricing, this was shipped pre-built and cost $110. You can choose from either 60% TKL or full size, all priced similarly, which is good since it does not penalize you for getting a layout that you prefer. If this will follow the same pricing as the original GMMK, then the keyboard should start at $60 for the bare bones edition. Right off the bat, what I like about the GMMK is the variety of options that you have when you purchase it. For most keyboards at this price point, you are usually limited to a selection of Gateron or Cherry MX switches. GMMK gives you a wide variety of regular and speed switches to choose from Gateron and Kale. If you want faster response times for gaming, you should consider getting the speed switches. You can also choose to get pudding keycaps instead of the default keycaps if you want to. Even if you select the most expensive switches and keycaps, your total should come at around $130, which is a good price for the custom keyboard that you are getting. Here is the unboxing. So out of the box, you get a dust cover, the keyboard itself, some paperwork and a sticker, a braided USB Type-C cable, extra rubber feet, which is a nice addition, a switch puller, 2 extra keycaps for the escape and Windows key, and a keycap puller nicely stowed behind the keyboard. First, looking at the design and layout, this keyboard feels really premium. You have sandblasted aluminum for the faceplate, a shiny bevel and matte silver for the sides. The bottom is made out of ABS plastic. This is a really good looking keyboard, but I am honestly concerned as to how long this pristine condition will last. The unit that I got already had a small scratch on the bevel, so that is a bit concerning. On its default setting, the keyboard has a low profile with minimal incline. You do have pull-out feet, so you can adjust the angle of the keyboard. I prefer low profile for gaming as it puts less strain on my wrists, and the higher incline for typing since it brings the keys at the top row closer to my fingertips. The keyboard also has a floating switch design, meaning the switches are not encased and are exposed. The USB Type-C socket is in the middle of the board, which is an upgrade to the previous version of the GMMK. The keycaps are also an improvement over the previous version as the legends are now crisp and no longer have character slits. They have a little bit of texture, which I prefer, as I do not like how smooth some ABS keycaps are. These are double shot, backlit, and a bit thinner than I would like. They do give a high-pitched sound when typing. Here's the typing test. Going to the typing experience, this keyboard came with Gateron browns and typing experience is decent out of the box. This one is relatively loud as compared to the previous keyboards that I have recently tested. Here is a comparison. It seems it is a combination of the plate and the ABS keycaps that contribute to that louder typing sound. Stabilizers are okay. There is noticeable rattle on the backspace and a lot of rattle on the spacebar. However, this is a Hotswap keyboard, which means that you can replace the keyboard switches and stabilizers easily if you want to try out new ones. The sockets are 3 pins only, so that is a bummer. You can still use 5-pin switches on this board, but you would need to cut down the 2 extra feet on the switches. Maybe a year ago, having only a 3-pin socket was okay, but more and more mid-range keyboards are now being released with 5-pin support, like the Kemove Snowfox and this Keychron K6. It would have been really great if this keyboard had it. It is also easy to replace or mod stabs if you wish to, and you should. At this price point, you are paying a bit of a premium for that Hotswap feature, so make sure to make the most of it. As for the layout, I chose the TKL variant mainly because I already have a lot of compact keyboards and I wanted to try something new. This is your standard TKL, so compatibility with aftermarket keycaps would be very easy. You do get 2 indicators on the right side for caps lock and locking down the Windows key. If you need a numpad, then get the full size, though it will not have detachable USB Type-C. If you need more space for gaming and don't mind using a lot of shortcuts, then get the 60%. Build quality is solid, no flex on the board. Considering that with the bare bones configuration, this keyboard will probably be priced at $60, you're really getting your money's worth. Lighting is good, but not as saturated as what you would have on the Anpro or the Kemove. I'm guessing that the aluminum faceplate is not as good in reflecting light, but the RGB lighting still looks good. You can cycle through the onboard lighting effects by pressing function and any of the 6 keys. Here are the onboard LED effects. You can also customize the lighting effects using the app that is downloadable from the Glorious PC Gaming Race website. You can add macros and key assignments using the app, though I could not find how to create a function layer for the TKL version. If you know how to, please do say so in the comments. As for the competition, this is a bit tricky as you can buy the GMMK in multiple layouts. So I'll just stick to some of the hot swap options in the market, and there's quite a lot. If you're looking for a low-profile hot swap aluminum keyboard, the Drop Alt is the closest thing that comes to my mind. But that goes around for around $180 to $200, so that is a big step up in pricing. You do get a full aluminum case and accent RGB, but this is almost double the price. Another low-profile option is the Womier K87 for $80, though it is an acrylic board, and you may or may not like its implementation of RGB. If you're okay with going high profile, the Kemove Snowfox is a 60% option for $80, and you also have some offerings from Keychron in the K6 and K8 for around $100. Both the Kemove and the Keychron are Bluetooth enabled as well. Links for my reviews on these keyboards will be on the description. If you have other suggestions for Hotswap keyboards, please feel free to comment below. So to close it up, do I recommend this keyboard? Yes. For my personal preference, out of all the keyboards in this price range, I would pick the GMMK if I could only choose one. Yes, it's not perfect. It does not have Bluetooth, it does not have 5-pin support, and I have some concerns about it being scratched up in the long run. but what you get is a very premium looking keyboard thanks to this metal construction. The level of choice that Glorious gives you on buying this keyboard is great, and something that I hope other manufacturers would copy. The wide range of switches when selecting your keyboard is something I have not seen with other boards other than this one. Personally, I would have preferred to have gotten mine with Kale Speed Silvers, as I want this to be my daily driver for gaming. I would also skip on the ABS keycaps and buy some aftermarket PBT keycaps instead. Well, that is it for this video. Hopefully I helped you out in deciding whether this is the keyboard for you. I will have non-affiliate links in the description below. If you want to help the channel, please do consider subscribing. Thanks and see you on the next one. Bye!